One of the most important functions of UNGM from the UNUser side is the ability to search through lists of accepted vendors. So we have a page here accessible via a link in the left-hand menu for UN users called Vendor Search. And this page will show you a grid of vendors who have been accepted by any UN agency within UNGM. So not just vendors who've been accepted by my agency, the agency I work for, but by any agency who is active within UNGM. So here you can see a grid of vendors with the sort of typical vendor information at a glance. I can search through this by entering criteria at the menu at the top, and the results update automatically. I can search on basic information, or indeed I can expand the menu a little bit to show a few more advanced criteria for lots of things that I can search for to really narrow it down and find the vendors that I'm looking for. If I do perform a search here, for example, if I select a UN SPSC code for live animals and I save that search and it returns results, and this is a search which I might do quite often, what I can do is save this search by typing in a name here, what I will refer to it as later, and I just click on save this search and my search has now been saved. Now where that will show up is in the UNUser dashboard. So if I quickly switch back to my dashboard, I can see that under my saved vendor searches I have that search that I've just performed called live animals, and if I just click on that here, I will be taken to the vendor search screen with those search criteria filled in for me automatically. So that's a useful time-saving feature to make sure that you can always go directly to the searches you need and you don't have to type in things more than once. So within my grid, and once I've narrowed down my search, there are a few different things I can do. I can select a set of vendors, however many I like, from my search, and I can choose to email them. I can choose to export them to Excel. And within each row of each vendor, I also have the opportunity to view the log of the sort of actions that vendor has taken over time, and I can also do something called rate the vendor, where I can give some feedback on various criteria. For example, timely delivery of goods and services. I can sort of give feedback here about my experiences with this vendor, and therefore my feedback will be visible to anyone else in the system, and that allows that kind of information to be shared quite effectively.